the map. You think you beat the up, but you didn't make a. Even if you made a, she ain't never coming back. Playin' like you couldn't call it, it's just something that you lack. Like with Jack, got Billy Jean talking bad behind your back. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got up and the gang. We had stacks, blending in and spinning racks, representing is a trend. I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I dive when I dip. I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
Now it's the right fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The wind of the pitch. He caught it behind his back. And very nicely done for the out. One down, here comes Cody Bellinger. So Cody Bellinger went as a fourth-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just one home run. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swings through that one and strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto now. And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starting pitcher, Marcus Stroman. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Pitch is in the dirt, and 1-1. Chisholm gets under it. And there's 1 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. That's off the mark. And that is ball 1. Stroman, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep. And that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty. And that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Check swing, called strike. Gets a piece. And stays alive. And that one missing low.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He circles the bases and they grab the Citizen at the plate now. That's ball one.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Righty delivers. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Brian Reynolds in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. Wheeler back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
0-2 now as he swings through it. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Lau at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Ben Rice digs in now. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts out and misses. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park, where these Phillies fans are geared up for another season. Their postseason run was cut short after they ran into a red-hot Mets team in the NLDS. Oh, wow, what a stop. Onto the pitcher, and that's a great play for the out. Here comes Real Muto.
Whoa. 1-0.
Fouled off left side.
Ball inside.
And that one fouled off. It's a strikeout for the Stro Show, his second of the game. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Brandon Marsh. Late swing, foul to the left. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. On to the 3rd inning, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
And there's a foul ball. Right side. On to first. And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now Alec Bohm. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott. Fly to right his first time. Ball one, no strikes. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Volpe fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Harper scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
1 strike.
Henderson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that should be extra bases. Here comes Schwarber around third. He'll score easily.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double.
There we go.
It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Back there. Out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Base is empty with 2 away. And here is Max Kepler. And first offering is fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Bellinger makes the play, and it's out number 3. Start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And here comes Bellinger. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Juan Soto. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The Yankees still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Lays out and makes the play. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Popped out foul ground first time through. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball. 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Loud. Slings to first. Play is made. 2 out. 2 down. Base is empty. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down. Nobody on. And that is out of play. And that'll get down for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Gets the call. 0-1. Snaps it to third. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
They take the force out, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Giancarlo Stanton. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Lau now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Realmuto up with it, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Real Mutil up with it.
Yep,
Fires the
he's out.
first. And it's in time for the third. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Bryce Harper. Stroman back to work. That one
ball,
missed.
no strike.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Here's a 1-2. That's
That's
down
a
and
ball.
in.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Stays alive. That one
Ball
misses,
forward, take your bait.
so a leadoff walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
So a man at first. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one. In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Splits the plate. It's 2-2.
Counts full.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Gunnar Henderson stands in for the Phillies. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Harper over at first with 1 away. Just missed. Two now. And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at first, 1 away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Soto snags it, and there's 2 down. Ryan Reynolds here. He's already homered in this game. Slider right there.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Started after it, appeal to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. The Phils up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt, but kept close. Pitch misses. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Bellinger right there to make the grab. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swings and misses. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got him swinging. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swinging a foul out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw in time. Got it. Bottom of the 6th inning, and digging in for Philadelphia. Max Kepler. Kepler in his 9th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Germany. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add a run. It's 7-0. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Realmuto leads off second with nobody out. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Ball.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here comes Alec Boehm. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1.
It's 0-1. Fair ball. Realmuto in to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Bellinger in a full sprint. And there's 2 down. So man aboard. Here's Harper now, the first overall pick back in 2010. Bellinger settles under this one, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number 1. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ryan Brazier on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And takes low for ball 1. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Soto now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Marsh on the move. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park.